My noble girl, all values can be dehumanized. Any set of goals can be likened to the behavior of a lesser species. Love can be reduced to a gregarious preservation impulse, maternity to an instinct, patriotism to tribalism, competition to courtship, and money to sex. But if we imbue all our acts with an incorruptible and non-negotiable vision of the world, we will be exercising an exclusively human privilege, dignity. It does not matter how mistaken this vision may be. In time, all of them are. What matters is that you are convinced of it with every fiber of your being, with all your heart, and with the support of all your experience. Dignity is a virtue that allows you to see in a fraction of a second what cannot be negotiated at any price. There is no room for doubt or reconsideration. That is the difference between feigning dignity and being dignified. He who feigns it fails when tested, gives in when tempted, and becomes pragmatic. Dignity makes us lovely, no matter how ridiculous the consequences may be. There is nothing wrong with being practical, as long as that attitude is adopted without pretense, and not simply exercised opportunistically against the grain of what one says. If one practices cynicism, then one must preach cynicism, and do so with passion and skill. There is no up or down, no right or wrong. There are only positions, and human beings grouped around those positions. Those actions that bear the seed of survival will survive. However, even those that are doomed to vanish deserve our respect when they admit their convictions straightforwardly, as they help the world see what works and what does not. In contrast, hypocrites confuse and slow progress by disguising their actions in other apparel. Admit who you are at all times, but do not share it with those who are not prepared to listen. Remember that one only need to be a dog to bite. Act with dignity. Imbue every one of your actions with conviction. Do not look down on those you know to be inferior, but do not challenge them either, as they do not use the same weapons as you. Do not act as if you are dignified, as that will make you pathetically arrogant. Know that you are dignified. The conviction brings about the attitude. The attitude without the conviction is simply a pose. True, we are minuscule and fragile creatures compared to the gods, but take your rightful place below the gods. Respect the mountain and be humble before it. But hold your head high before those wretched creatures who fancy themselves men simply because they have 2 feet. That is not enough. One must have dignity. Beings without dignity are animals. Appraise them as such.